So start of a new year, let's hope I start it off with a book that I really, really enjoy. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel, thank you for being here today. Today's video is the start of a new weekly reading vlog. I have sort of not actually read anything so far this year, which I know sounds weird because it's only the second day of the year, but I didn't read anything yesterday. I did sort of mention it in the last week's vlog that it was just like a weird day and didn't end up picking a book up. Today I have been tidying my room. I've de-Christmasified, so there is no Christmas tree behind me anymore, but also I've just sort of sorted some things in my room. There's still like so much that I need to do. I kind of kept like putting stuff off, sorting things throughout December, going, oh, I can't really do it because the Christmas decorations are there, and I did not realise quite how messy my room had got. So I need to sort through my wardrobe and get rid of a load of stuff in there. I need to do like a huge unhaul, and I also need to kind of just declutter my room in general. So those things are to come. I do have a week in the house by myself next week because my parents are going away and I'm not dog sitting because it's like too awkward with work and things like that. So I will have like evenings to myself where if I don't like make myself do something, I will just kind of sit at a loss and do nothing. So I'm going to try and like actively sort out my room and things like that during that time. So that is to come. But at the minute I'm like sort of organised enough that it's not stressing me out just looking at my room like it was in the last couple of days. I have not started reading yet today. I am going to be reading The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. In the last couple of years, I have started each year with a sort of 5-star series. So in 2021, I read the Dosab trilogy, and in 2022, I read the Greenbone saga. And I sort of binge read those in the first week of the year and gave them all 5 stars, like found new favourites. So I did kind of want to do that again this year, but I've realised that I'm not in the place to like read an entire series in a week at the minute. So I've decided just to read like a really anticipated book instead that I'm hoping I'm going to give 5 stars. So I'm going to be reading The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. I've heard nothing but good things about it, particularly from Meg, and we don't always have the same taste in books, but this feels like the sort of book that I will enjoy and like trust to recommendations, because where we do have similar tastes, we tend to like really enjoy the same thing. So I'm hoping that this is one of those. I am going to try and read a little bit of it tonight. It's like 9 o'clock at night now, so still got a bit of time before I'm going to go to sleep. But I also do kind of want to start a craft project because I got for Christmas this embroidery set, which I don't know if you can see it, but it is a Bonnie and Clyde embroidery set. It says "This World Will Remember Us" on it. It's by a company called Amelia Stitches, and she does all of these embroidery sets that are musical theatre ones, so they're all different quotes from musicals. I am very excited to do this, and if I like it, I'm probably going to end up buying more of them because some of the stuff that she's done is beautiful. I really want the Moulin Rouge and the Les Mis one because of course I do. I think there's a Waitress one as well that I want. Like, I could just like fill my walls with them. I know there's no space on my walls, although there is a gap here. I think one of my pictures is, yes it has, it's fallen down the bed. Anyway, yeah, I really want to just like do a load of these, and it's been sat in my room staring at me for like a week, and part of me didn't want to like start it straight away because I thought like I'll get like upset if I do it really, really quickly and then don't have it left. But now I'm like, okay, I've left it long enough, I want to actually start it now. So I might not actually start stitching it tonight, but I might like sort of mount it on the hoop, and then at least I'm ready to go. I might do it on sprints tomorrow with Lisa. We will see. Right, I'm gonna go because I'm rambling, but I will catch up with you guys probably tomorrow when I've actually read something. Hello. It is Wednesday, because of course it is. I have not kept up with this vlog because of course I haven't. I have finally read something in the new year. It's now the 4th of January and I've read approximately 30 pages. I started reading The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy last night on sprints with various people, the usual crowd of people. My brain is not working to figure out who to name right now, but you know who I mean. I was on Lisa's sprints and there was various people there. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do my embroidery set that I got for Christmas or whether I wanted to read. So for a while I just did neither, and then eventually I did actually read some, but like I said, only about 30 pages. I'm enjoying what I've read so far though, so hopefully I will read more of that tonight. I'm currently on my lunch break from work, so I thought I would just do a quick update to say that I have read something. I will be reading more. I'm only at work tomorrow and then I have another day off, so I've only had a 3-day work week this week, because basically I work on a system called Flexi Time, which is when like I'm supposed to do like 37 hours each week, and it's not like set times each day of what I do. And if I do over that amount of hours each week, I can then take that time back afterwards. And I built up a lot of time to take back. So, but you're only allowed to like store so much of it. So I realised I really needed to use some of those days off. So a while ago, I booked myself this Friday off with the plan of going to London for the weekend, and then decided I wasn't going to London because train strikes are happening. But basically I was planning on going because my parents are going away for the week, and I thought rather than just being sat by myself in the house all week, I will like go to London for the weekend. And then like I said, train strikes, I decided not to go. And then in the last week I've decided that actually I'm going to go and I'm just going to get the coach instead. So, and then obviously convinced Meg to come with me. I say convinced, I basically just told her I was going and she was like, yeah, I'm going to come as well. So I'm going to London on Friday with Meg. I'm going to go and see As You Like It on Friday evening, which is a Shakespeare play. Look at me, not seeing a musical, I'm seeing Shakespeare. Who even am I? That's definitely known I'm going to see Moulin Rouge. That's more my usual. Meg is going to go to the ballet. I don't particularly want to see the ballet. I've already seen a ballet this festive season. I don't need to see another one at the minute. So I'm going to go and see Moulin Rouge because Jamie must go, obviously. Need to compare and contrast before I go and see Aaron Tveit in February. It needs to happen. Saturday night we're going to go and see Phantom of the Opera. And then Sunday we're going to go and see Newsies again. Hopefully the sound will be better this time because there were sound issues last time we went. But that should have been fixed. Apparently it was fixed for opening night. We saw it in previews. So looking forward to that. Right now I'm going to go back to work and I will catch up with you guys later with hopefully a reading update. Hello. It is Thursday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening. I filmed a clip earlier, didn't I? See, I remembered to film a second one today. I'm doing well. I have been productive, but not with the reading because of course I haven't. It is still only like 9:45. I've still got time to read. Basically, I finished work and sort of complained to my mum that I was feeling really tired and run down and all this sort of stuff. And then she was like, okay, why don't you have a relaxing evening? Why don't you like settle down in bed rather than sitting on your reading chair? If you fall asleep, it's fine. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Bearing in mind, I'd already filmed 2 videos at this point. I'd finished work and gone straight into filming 2 videos before I went downstairs to go and like have food with my family. And then for some reason, I decided that rather than doing what I was going to do, and like, well, I do know the reason. I needed to tidy up because I'd got all the books out for filming my haul and my wrap up, and they needed to go somewhere. And I didn't want to just leave them in piles. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to get these on my shelves. But in order to fit them on my shelves, I needed to take some stuff off of my shelves because I'm in desperate need of doing an unhaul. So I kind of decided to just grab lots of things very quickly that I know I want to unhaul. I'm still going to go through my shelves properly next week and like take off more because there's more on like my TBR shelf and things that I haven't even looked through yet. But I decided to just grab the ones that I knew I wanted to unhaul very quickly, and I kind of ran around my room like a crazy person doing that. And now I've just like got into bed. I've actually started getting my clothes out that I want to take to London this weekend, so I've been like productive. Like I said, 2 videos. Actually, I filmed clips for my unhaul as well. I thought what I'll do is I'll talk through all of these ones now, and then I'll do extra clips to put like beginning and end and the other books I unhaul. I'll do those properly next week. So I filmed technically like 2.5 videos, did an unhaul, got clothes ready to pack for London. I'm always kind of half planning things for New York as well. Like me and Meg, every time we talk, are just like planning things. Today we were talking about candles we're going to buy from Bath and Body Works. But yeah, so I've been like productive, but still have not read. But I still am enjoying this book, so I'm going to start reading some of it now. I just thought I would catch up with you guys and just let you know that like things have been happening. My brain is clearly not like in a place to just sit and be calm at the minute. That's what we're learning. But I am very tired.
Incredibly talented performers to perform, and instead you've got a guy on a guitar. So I could really use some help with the choruses at the very least, and as much as you would like to. Welcome to the rock if you come from away. Only understand about a half of what we say. Say no man's an island, but an island makes a man. Especially when one comes from one numerous land. Welcome to the rock. An islander, I am an islander. I'm an islander, I am an islander. I'm an islander, I am an islander. I'm an islander, I am an islander.
My parents must have thought they had a crazy kid, 'cause I was one of those kids who always knew took me down to the airport to see all the planes depart and watching them fly. Something inside of me was starting. I was 8 when I told him that I'd be a pilot. But I was too young and too short, and there were no female captains. And my dad said, be patient, he said, just see what happens. But I took my first class and came down from the sky and told my father I'd fly for the rest of my life. And I got my first job flying for a mortician in a tiny bonanza, just a corpse, and me $5 an hour for flying dead bodies. I had to climb over their faces just to get to my seat. But suddenly the wheels lift off, the ground is falling backwards. I am suddenly alive. Suddenly I'm in the cockpit. Suddenly everything's changed. Suddenly I'm not too young or too short, and the passengers in the back don't complain. Suddenly I'm flying company charters. Suddenly everything's high. Suddenly there's nothing in between me and the sky. The story has meant so much to the world, you know, and it still does now. Just that feeling of what you all went through, and also what the Newfoundlanders sort of gave you in your life, really, in that week, but also Friend of War. Does that shock you? Does that shock you that it's had that effect on the world? You know what I mean?
Oh, I think definitely. Yeah. You know, it's such a tragic event, certainly the worst day in American history. And to think that such a beautiful story could be written in such a beautiful way. It's a masterpiece. It is. And it has affected everybody all over the world. So it's just been incredible.
We have never not had a standing ovation at the end of the show
Exactly.
when we do it here. Regardless of how big this was or
It doesn't matter
whatever. It
what,
was.
everywhere.
Even if it's just a director, she's so, you know, it means so much to people, and it really,
Hello, I am in a hotel room. I did not tell you, like, I did not vlog before I left the house. We're just gonna clear up right now. This is no longer a reading vlog because I have still not read anything this week. Like I said, I'm in a hotel room, which obviously means I'm in London, which obviously means there is an egg. I was very excited. You got more energy on this clip than you did on your own vlog.
Do you have to think words in this clip?
I mean, you can.
Words are difficult.
You can interject with comments.
I can gesture.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like this one.
Interpretive dance in the background.
That feels more energetic. Maybe. She's done. It's been a, well, for her it's been a week. For me it's just been a day. Like, I left my house at 7:30 to get a 9:10 coach that did not, well, first it wasn't, it didn't turn up, it just kept saying it was delayed, and the delay kept getting longer and longer, and then eventually the delay got to 3 hours, and they said, would you like a refund? So I said yes, and I booked a train on a train strike day, which meant I had to change on the train, so stressed a little bit about that, but actually only got here an hour and a half after I was supposed to, and we're still here, like, earlier than Meg, because Meg had to go to work. I was getting there, I wasn't like... It wasn't that she actually wasn't delayed for a change. It was great. But then I went book shopping, which I will show you things that I bought afterwards. Just taking your makeup off in the background, but I love it. And then I decided to go into the Theatre Cafe to get coffee and stumbled across a random performance from the Come From Away cast, which Meg is a little bit jealous of, hence why she's making these noises in the background. And then, so I've seen Come From Away 3 times, but 2 of those times Alice Fern was in the cast. One of the times it was before she joined the cast, but both times I've been to see it, Alice Fern was not on that night. So I finally actually got to hear her sing Me and the Sky, which was a great experience. And then at the end of that, the writer from Come From Away, because he was like also there, was like, oh, we've got another special guest, and introduced the person who is actually like the inspiration for the character. So she's called Beverly Bass. She was a pilot during 9/11 she had to ground in Newfoundland, which is what the whole story of Come From Away is about, and it was like the actual pilot. She was there, and Alice Fern, who was singing the song, who plays Beverly Bass in the musical, had no clue she was there, and the reaction is quite funny. It's on YouTube if you'd like to go watch it. It's quite funny. But I've rambled a lot now.
In the background, yeah.
I've rambled a lot now. We also did go and see a show. We went to go and see As You Like It. We went to see Shakespeare. We did not see a musical.
God, I hate Shakespeare.
So now she's singing a
It was-
musical.
it was really
It was a very, very good show. Like, I don't know what I was expecting.
No, I was not expecting the piano to go into the ground. That was...
Yeah, there were leaves falling from the sky a lot.
The pianist was just on the stage the whole time.
Yeah.
Just the only band member we could see.
There was like I've not seen a Shakespeare comedy before. I've only seen the tragedies.
I
So-
have seen them, and there was no singing in those.
No,
There was like fourth wall breaks though, so I should have expected
Yeah.
that and didn't.
but no, it was very good. The cast was all very good as well. There were like people that I knew were in it. Like I knew of them from other things, so I was sort of expecting them to be good. But then everyone was very, very good. Like I want to look up a lot of them. Although actually I did notice a few of them I've seen in musicals before, so that possibly should have given it away
makes
that they were
sense,
singing,
yeah.
because at least one of them was in the Legally Blonde cast last year at Regent's Park.
Oh.
The one who sang, who wasn't really a character, just came on and sang at various
blonde
points.
one?
Yeah. She was, I believe she was Courtney of Courtney Take Your Break fame.
Oh.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, it was
The dickhead brother also was pretty good.
yes.
He just has like a really nice voice.
Mhm.
Like, he didn't sing. I just like his speaking voice, like the timbre of it.
Someone who did sing was Alfie Enoch, who is known for the series that we do not talk about, as well as How to Get Away with Murder. Is that what else he's been in?
Yeah, I really thought that's what you meant then. I was
Yeah.
like, why don't we talk about...
No, the thing that got him famous in the first place.
Yeah, I forget
that one we
about-
don't talk
I
about.
forget he was in that because he was just so prevalent
Yeah.
in How to Get Away with Murder.
See, I haven't watched I only watched like the first few episodes.
Oh,
so,
right.
but yeah, he sang. That was fun.
Badly.
It was supposed to be
On
bad,
purpose,
but
but,
like,
like-
he sounded like when they were all singing at the end, he sounded like he could sing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you sing quietly, everyone sounds like
yeah,
if you
but I
sing-
felt like I could
he
actually
was,
hear
like-
him
Yeah, he was like singing, like
Mhm.
out of key, really loud.
up
It was-
on one of the balconies, like just really broadcasting to the entire crowd.
Yeah.
There was a lot of really good stuff with like, because one of the actors in it is deaf, Rose Ayling Ellis, who won Strictly Come Dancing last year, and
Full ring train
well, yeah, leave me alone. It's not. Refuse to believe that it's New Year. But she did all of her lines. It wasn't even like sign language necessarily. It was
No.
like acting things out to a whole new level. It was very
Yeah, it was like half
entertaining.
sign language, half like mime. It was great.
The stuff that was like supposed to be more sincere, she used like actual sign language.
Yeah.
And then the stuff when it was like, no, I'm really playing the comedy here, it was just like very over the top actions, and I loved it.
And the whole thing was captured.
It was. There was also a lot of like diversity in the cast as well, because there was a couple of transgender or non-binary. I'm not sure. I'd have to look up. I know at least one of them had they them in their pronouns at the beginning,
Yeah,
but there was
and
definitely like
a good chunk of the
different-
male characters were played by women.
But anyway, I've cut this and I've just cut an entire section out of us rambling about things. So I'm just going to say bye, because we're going to discuss off camera instead. Tomorrow we're going, well, what are you going to see, Meg, in the afternoon?
Sleeping Beauty, Matthew Bourne's Sleeping Beauty, the ballet.
I am going to see Moulin Rouge. Because.
And she's really hoping that Jamie Muscat was in it.
I mean-
because she's been saying his name all day, and honestly, I feel like
Jamie
she's
Muscat.
jinxed
We fought this last time though and it was fine.
it. You thought this last time.
I mean, if you're going to keep telling me I've jinxed it, I'm going to tell you that you're not going to see who you want to see tomorrow. So shush. Because what are we going to go and see tomorrow night?
I'm seeing Phantom of the Opera.
And who do you want to see in Phantom of the Opera?
Lucy St. Louis.
There we go. Right, we're going to
She's
go.
like actively leaving.
Cheers.
Like,
Soon.
Jamie Muscat should be staying. Yeah, like the 23rd, I think.
Well, Jamie Muscat is at least staying until like June,
Yeah.
which is when it's booking till at the minute, but we do not know like when Moulin Rouge will close. I live in constant, because it's not got like a long booking period at the minute. I live in constant fear they're just going to announce
Well,
it's
like, I feel
closing.
like it is like selling out.
Yeah, I know it's
Instantly.
yeah, like
Because all the drunk women go to it, and it's irritating.
I know it's not likely to close on Broadway at the minute because it's one of the ones that is like making money.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like we don't release the gross reports as much over here, so I never know what's happening.
Just gotta check the different websites, see what seats are available. And be like,
Yeah.
all right, this seems to be.
But there's always seats available for Moulin Rouge, but it's just because it's really, really expensive.
Yeah. There's not always like loads of seats though. Like we
Yeah.
weren't sold out performance the last time we went.
Yeah, I
That was
suppose.
just like a Wednesday.
Just a random Wednesday in November.
Yeah.
Right, we're actually going to go now. Bye. Hello. I've remembered to actually film a clip before
That's a
I go out
lie.
today.
I remembered that we
I-
needed to film.
I mean, I remembered by being prompted by Meg filming a clip. So I thought I'd just say hi. There's not really much to add. Like, we told you everything yesterday. I've still not read anything, so we're still not a reading vlog. Promptly went to sleep last night. Well, scrolled on phones a while and then went to sleep.
Yeah.
We're now going to go and get food and then separate and then come back together for the theatre. There's not much else to tell you. Do you have
No.
anything to add?
don't think so.
Okay.
That's about it.
I will give you thoughts on things later. Hello. So, we're back in the hotel.
Guess who's back? Back again.
I went to see Moulin Rouge and remember the clip yesterday when Meg said I was probably jinxing myself. Guess who wasn't on today? It's fine. The cover was good. We've just discussed this in Meg's vlogs. It feels like I'm just repeating myself because I am. But no, the cover was good. I actually quite liked seeing it without like somebody that I was just like really looking forward to seeing, because obviously I saw the time where I didn't like The Christian. So I was like, I think I like the show, but I'm not sure. Then I saw it with Jamie Moscato and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic because Jamie Moscato. Now I kind of confirmed that I actually like the show because it was a Christian that I enjoyed, but it wasn't like somebody that I was really excited for. And I was like, oh no, I still enjoy this. This is fun. And I got very excited because every time there was like a moment that I just really liked, I was like, but I'm going to see Aaron Tveit do this next month and it's going to be better.
I'm very excited for the, you know, the da 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 da
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, but that bit.
I felt like a lot of the stuff in the first act, like, because obviously, like, when someone's, like, creating the role as well, like, a lot of that comes out in the rehearsal process as well, so it's kind of partly them as well as, like, the writing and the character, and it feels like a lot of it is possibly, like, just his sort of humour.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be fun. We also went to see Phantom of the Opera, which was very good. It is always very good. But we got to see the full cast. There were no covers on for that, which Meg was very happy
I actually
about.
think that Mr. Andre
Oh, okay.
was a cover.
Of the
'cause-
main three.
yeah, the principal cast that I was excited to see.
Yes.
All there.
Yes. Very much enjoyed all of them.
Lucy
Meg,
St. Louis is so good.
I also have a love of Killian Donnelly, so I was very much appreciating his
And I just
version of
love
the Phantom.
Raoul. And Matt Blaker is really good as
It's
well.
the first time I've seen him as well, and I enjoyed it. I also bought myself a little pin badge that looks like the chandelier, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Upside down.
No, it's not. That's upside down, but the pin badge isn't. Because it's upside down on the card.
Why would you not think?
Because I have to, like, shake it and do this. There we go. It's the right way around now. Kind of. It's as good as it's going to get. There we go. But either way, it's cute. Right, I'm going to go. Because I'm going to eat the muffin that I have there. Because I'm a little bit hungry now.
I'm going to eat a bag of chocolate buttons.
Nice. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Because what we're going to go and see tomorrow.
Some Newsies.
I love Newsies. I'm very excited for it. Your stomach is making noises.
The wildest noises.
Right, we'll go. Bye. Hello. I am back home, in case you can't tell. I've got straight in and snuggled up because it was cold in the house when I got in. I did not film like any clips today. Me and Meg were like leaving the hotel room. We didn't film an opening clip, and we thought, oh, maybe we'll film one like when we get to the theatre, because we knew we were going to have a bit of time before the show started. And then the theatre we went to today, we went to see Newsies, and it's in like an old television studio. So it's not like a regular building. It's looks a bit like a warehouse or like an aircraft hangar. Like it's got like the metal sidings to it. It was raining when we got in, and just after, like literally, luckily, just after we'd walked in, the rain got a lot heavier, and you couldn't hear we couldn't hear each other speak. That's how loud it was on top of this like metal roof. So then they turned the music up to like compensate for the rain sounds. So which like, yeah, we're not going to film a clip in here. And then we obviously went to watch Newsies, which was fantastic. I will get to that in a minute. And then we ended up going for food and then both getting the train back home. So just have never picked up the camera to actually see it to you guys. But yeah, we went to see Newsies today. It's the second time we've both seen it. We went to see it at the beginning of December, and then both wanted to go back again. I'm actually going to see it again in 2 weeks. I'm going with my mum. I'd already had tickets that booked for a while, but it was one of the shows that we said we wanted to see when we decided to book this last minute trip, because it's on until April now, but I don't know if we'll both definitely get a chance to see it again. And it was a show we definitely wanted to see, and it's so good. It's one, if you do get a chance to go and see it before it closes, I do recommend it, because it's just like the things that they're able to do on that stage, like the ensemble in particular is just like so good, so very good. I don't understand how they were doing a 4-show weekend. They do 2 shows on a Saturday and 2 shows on a Sunday, and it's a very dance heavy show, and like the dancing's not easy. Like it's a lot of jumping about. It's just a lot, basically. But yeah, I just had a great time. I do really love the music in Newsies. As well. So like I came out singing it all the way back on the tube, because I always do. Although then on the way home I ended up listening to Come From Away instead, which just made me sad. I don't think it was necessarily the right thing to listen to on the train home, but then again, I didn't want anything too upbeat because I was feeling really tired, so I just wanted something quite calm, and apparently calm meant sad for me. And yeah, Come From Away is definitely sad, especially now that I know I can't see it again. I mean, I will, because it's touring, but not for another year yet, so I will need to keep an eye on that, because I will be needing to get tickets from it. But yeah, I've done no reading this week. I basically read the 40 pages that I said earlier. I haven't read anything on the train home because I was tired. I woke up a bit now, but I don't want to start reading now because I'll fall asleep as I try and read. I know, like, I'm awake now talking to you guys, but as soon as I like pick up a book, I will just fall asleep again. So I think my plan is actually to go upstairs, have an early night, and then hopefully do some reading next week. We're starting a buddy read of Nevernight tomorrow for Christopher Long. I'm going to try and stick to the buddy read pages, but I might not do. It all depends, just because I'm feeling slumpy. I am going to try and read some of The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy tomorrow. I've ended up getting the audiobook, so I should be able to power through it now. Hopefully. I've got the house to myself this week because my parents have gone away for the week. So I've not really got an excuse to not be reading it, other than the fact that I want to be doing some like organising in my room in the evenings. But like I said, I do have the audiobook, so I should be able to do that. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I've got to tell you for this weekly reading vlog. The only thing I do want to mention actually is that obviously I've given you like quick thoughts on the shows I've seen this weekend. I have mentioned before that I'm going to try and start doing more like theatre-based content in this. One of the things that I am planning on doing is doing like more in-depth reviews of things, so look out. So if you're interested in knowing like a little bit more of like the specifics of what I thought of the shows this weekend, hopefully in the next week there will be a video coming out which is like a longer review of the 4 shows that I've seen. I'm not going to do like an individual one for each one, but I'm going to do like a wrap up of the weekend and speak about like my favourite performances and things and stuff like that. That is something I'm hoping to do. I do have some other theatrical ideas as well, and that's another thing that I've sort of got in my head that I want to get planned this week. So yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.